Jaguars owner Shad Khan said head coach Urban Meyer has to win back the trust and respect of the organization after a video was posted of him acting in a questionable manner at an Ohio bar. Meyer vowed to do just that during a radio interview.
I became a distraction, made a stupid decision, and I apologize to it. Our players, I had conversation with our players. They were good. The fact that I became a distraction, I've got to earn their trust back from that.
Elsewhere, the Cowboys have made the surprising decision to move on from Pro Bowl linebacker Jalen Smith after he fell out of the starting lineup. Smith is still owed $7.2 million this season. And the Bears will be without leading rusher David Montgomery for a while. He's expected to miss 3 to 5 weeks after he suffered a knee injury. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. And there it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. This is a legit product. The key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text BEACH to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Nugenix samples are not available in stores, so text BEACH to 42424 right now. Text BEACH to 42424. Text BEACH to 42424.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Things are beginning to dry out a bit, aren't they?
Yeah, in fact, they dried out a lot just the first day after the storm. It was amazing.
Well, we didn't, at least in El Centro, didn't have all that much rain.
Didn't have that much to speak of, really. But,
yeah.
I mean, it looked wet when you first got up in the morning and you heard the thunder and the lightning, so it kind of had you anticipating.
Yeah.
But it never, wasn't really bad. Of course, there were some places it was pretty heavy.
Yeah, it was more bark than bite.
Than bite.
Yes.
Somewhere I've heard that before. I'll have to look that up.
Yes.
More bark than bite.
Well, you know, that might apply to a puppy dog, but anyway, are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays, we probably ought to get to. We have a lot of news this morning.
Yeah. Let's see. Actor Britt Eklund, 79. Tom McClary of the Commodores, 72. Kevin Cronin of REO Speedwagon is 70. David Hidalgo of Los Lobos, 67. Actor Elizabeth Shue, 58. Actor Jacqueline Obradors is 55. Tommy Stinson of Guns N' Roses, 55. Actor Amy Jo Johnson is 51. One of the Power Rangers. Actor Emily Mortimer, 50. Actor Lamon Rucker, 50. Actor Jon Grufford is 48. Actor Jeremy Sisto, 47. Actor Brett Gelman, 45. Actor Wes Ramsey, 44. Actor Karima Westbrook is 43. Okay?
All right. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Now the local ones, the people you know and love. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Ariana Guillen, Michael Sandoval, Miranda Fillmore, Daniel Morales, Angela Basorto, Zane Riddell, Melena Gonzalez, Christine Weeks, Victoria Ibarra, Paul Rubio Jr., Ashley Gonzalez, David Velasco, Mark Corder, Michael Bubba Dukes, Norma Benito, Rick Torres, Robert Salazar, Sandy Morales, Michael Sasta, Stacy Zambada, Teresa Samples, Violet Sanchez, and Nancy Flores. Happy birthday from KXO.
Yes, the real people.
Yep, your friends and neighbors.
Just around the corner and up the block.
Yeah, I think some of them do. Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, we've got news. We've got a visit with the mayor of El Centro. We've got a visit with the mayor of Brawley and lots of other stuff. So we're going to jump in early if you're ready.
Visiting with everybody this morning.
We can do that. All right, now it's a look at World and California news headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. Senate Republicans are ready to try to block a vote on raising the nation's cap on borrowing as time runs out to avert a default. CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
America's bills come due on October 18th. But Republicans say Democrats can raise the borrowing limit on their own.
They've had plenty of time to execute the debt ceiling increase.
Minority Leader Mitch McConnell poised to orchestrate a filibuster. The CDC says homicide soared 30% during the first year of the pandemic. Reporter Sabrina Cupid.
The numbers are based on provisional data, but if accurate, this is the highest increase in modern history.
A Princeton professor and a German scientist win this year's Nobel Prize in Chemistry.
Benjamin List and David Macmillan for the development of asymmetric organocatalysis.
That's fancy word for a tool to build molecules. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
When you use a small gash leads to a big gush. A 13-inch slit and amplifies underwater pipeline is what apparently led to that big leak coating the Southern California coastline. Coast Guard Captain Rebecca Orr says if oil was flowing through the line at the time, a major spill would result.
Typically, pipelines, if they are in operation, would be full of oil and under pressure. And so when you create that opening, you have a release of pressure to the environment.
Cleanup crews say the spill has been contained, but there's lots of work to do. Health officials in LA and San Francisco are considering dropping indoor mask mandates as COVID case numbers continue to drop.
We have low transmission now. We have high vaccination, and that loses its definition of mandate versus recommendation.
UCSF Dr. Monica Gandhi. The state dropped indoor mask mandates in June, but when Delta created a new surge, many counties reissued indoor masking mandates. Mountain View-based Google set to roll out new versions of its Pixel phone today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call the pros. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Fall in love with easy savings at JCPenney's Friends and Family Sale. Make yourself cozy with up to 50% off savings across the store. Plus, take an extra 30% off with coupon now through Sunday. Bundle up with new men's and women's outerwear styles. Or warm up the family in Exertion Activewear. Plus, give your home a refresh for less. New fall styles, great fall savings. JCPenney. Offers and coupons valid through 10/10. Some exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Oh, yeah. Well, I started my own restaurant because I love to cook. But that also means a lot of greasy pots and pans. And we can't waste time with endless sink changeovers. So we upgraded to Dawn Professional Pot and Pan.
Dawn Professional cleans 58% more pots and pans per sink than the leading competitor.
Less dish soap, fewer changeovers, and more time doing what we love.
Dawn Professional. It's clean. Upgraded. From P Professional.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
El Centro City Council met last night in regular session. Here's a visit with the mayor of El Centro, Carroll Buckley.
At the meeting last night, the El Centro City Council recognized the week of October 3 through 9 as National Fire Prevention Week. Many members of our stellar fire department were present and thanked for their service and their outstanding work in the public and their efforts in particular to educate our children about fire prevention. And next, we recognize October 4 through 8 as Customer Service Appreciation Week. And we really thanked our frontline staff for their professionalism and their outstanding work with the public as they come into City Hall. Our front door and our customer service is just outstanding, and those employees are so appreciated. Following these recognitions was a presentation by Supervisor Jesus Escobar, who was requesting a letter of support regarding extending the hours that the Calexico East Port of Entry is open. Currently, the port is closing at 2 p.m., and we just see this creating horrendous traffic congestion at the West Port of Entry and throughout downtown Calexico. The council was in unanimous support of the county's efforts for increasing the hours of port operations, and we will be sending our own letter later today. Jesus Escobar Supervisor Escobar was followed by the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce update presented by President Ann Irigoyen. The council was briefed on many upcoming chamber activities, including a chamber mixer at the food bank on November 18th, Westmoreland Honey Festival, which will also be in November. We will have a Christmas parade this year, December 4th in El Centro, as well as Christmas in a small town in Imperial I believe that will be December 11th. We also want to remind everyone that the mobile Vietnam Memorial Wall will be in Buckland Park November 10th through the 15th. So we are really looking forward to honoring our heroes as part of that Vietnam Memorial Wall. Next was a presentation by Deputy County CEO Esperanza Colio on rental assistance programs that are still available. And this includes payment not only of delinquent rents, but also for utilities dating back to April of 2020, as well as future rents and the payment of future utilities. Ms. Colio highlighted the ease of applying for the assistance. It requires only one application for all of these payment assistance programs. Those applications need to be completed very soon. The deadline will be March 31st of 2022 for those programs. As part of the consent agenda, we approved a contract for construction management services for a new southern pump station project. We also approved accepting grant funding from the Office of Traffic Safety, and those funds are going to allow our police department to augment our traffic enforcement efforts. Council talked about our pet peeves in terms of people running red lights or not coming to a complete stop at stop signs. And Chief Johnson assured us that these traffic enforcement efforts will definitely be addressed where they're most needed. City Council also approved the purchase of 3 new police vehicles at a cost of about $160,000. Council then awarded a contract for the Dogwood Avenue Improvement Project. That project's going to be about $903,000 and will rehab Dogwood Road between Commercial and Via Avenue, and will also add a turn pocket to allow trucks to turn off of Dogwood onto Commercial. We had several appointments and reappointments last night for the Imperial Valley Housing Authority. We reappointed Michael Menix and congratulated him on his perfect attendance at our Housing Authority meetings. For the Planning Commission, we reappointed Sergio Lopez and appointed Romero Urias for the Planning Commission. For the ECRMC Board of Trustees, Dr. Guan was appointed for that seat. The meeting was closed last night in respectful and loving memory of Sheriff Harold Carter. Sheriff Carter passed away on September 8th of this year. He grew up in El Centro, and he spent 30 years with the El Centro Police Department, and he rose through the ranks before he retired in 1998 as City of El Centro Chief of Police. He then went on to be elected as the Imperial County Sheriff, where he served with distinction. So in loving memory of Sheriff Carter and to his family, the meeting was closed. Next meeting meeting of the El Centro City Council is going to be on Tuesday, October 19th, and we would love for you to participate. Thank you.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
And the Brawley City Council met last night. Here's a visit with Mayor Luke Hamby.
Police Chief Jimmy Duran introduced 3 new members of the PD family: newly installed Chaplain Arviso, Commander McNish, and Sergeant Felix. Public Works Director Guillermo Cias also introduced our new Associate Civil Engineer, Philip Ramirez. After approval of the consent agenda and the city manager's report, which focused on a community cleanup day in which Brawley residents can dispose of large items at the Republic landfill free of charge on October 9th, and an update on campaign efforts for the upcoming utility user tax on the November ballot, we conducted a public hearing regarding a conditional use permit for a controversial cell tower project. The applicant, Vertical Bridge, had a representative present to state their case, as well as an attorney to answer legal questions. There were comments from several community members in opposition to the proposed location of the cell tower at a much-used corner of a sports field. A petition with over 750 signatures in opposition to the tower had been compiled over the last few months. The Planning Commission had denied the CUP for the tower, and Vertical Bridge had appealed that denial, thereby bringing the issue to City Council. After much public comment, council discussion, and deliberation, council voted unanimously to deny the CUP. I called a 15-minute recess to immediately compile a list of findings as to why we voted to deny. We reconvened and voted unanimously to approve the list of findings that will then be submitted to the cell tower company. With that hot topic behind us for the time being, we moved on to regular business. We received a COVID statistics update from Fire Chief Mike York, voted 4-1 to approve a request for alcohol sales and consumption at 2 different fundraiser events at an outdoor location on Main Street in the downtown area, and approved a resolution naming Motorola Solutions as the sole source provider for PD and authorizing a fiber optic run between the Sheriff's Office Brawley site to the Brawley Police Department at a cost of just over $21,000, almost all of which will be paid from asset forfeiture funds. We approved a contract extension of an extra 8 days to close out the books on a street paving project, and approved a volume software licensing agreement with Microsoft for business software, email, and operating systems. We received a monthly staffing report and record of building permits for the month of August. Council members gave very brief reports due to the length of the meeting, and additional information and emphasis were given regarding the upcoming utility user tax on November's ballot. The UUT makes up nearly $2 million of our general fund and is instrumental in making ends meet for the police and fire department, parks and recreation, and youth and senior programs, among other things. I adjourned to closed session at 9:03 p.m. We will have a single item special meeting on Thursday, October 14th, and our next regular meeting will be on Tuesday, October 19th at 6 p.m. You can watch it live on Facebook at City of Brawley. As always, be kind to each other. Have a good and productive week.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy, live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance, life insurance, auto and home insurance as well.
An increase of active cases of COVID-19 are in. George Gale has more.
The numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. The updated numbers are released yesterday morning indicate the active cases of COVID-19 have increased to 474. 21 of those are hospitalized with 5 in intensive care. Deaths attributed to the virus are at 757. State tier metrics for Imperial County indicate the positivity rate 7-day average is now at 8.5%. New cases per day per 100,000 population are now at 23.90. The predominant variant of COVID-19 in Imperial County is still the Delta variant. There have now been 376 cases of the Delta variant reported countywide. Vaccination is still considered the best defense against the virus. There have been now 260,880 doses of the COVID vaccine administered in the Imperial County. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial Valley Resource Management Agency will be available at the 2021 Brawley Community Cleanup, held at the Imperial Landfill, 104 West Robinson Road in Imperial. That'll take place this Saturday from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. It's for Brawley residents only. You must show proof of residency, which is a utility bill or driver's license. They're accepting free collection of computers, monitors, TVs, and passenger and light truck tires. Rims are accepted. No tires from tire businesses. And finally, a pilot project started on Tuesday. George Gale explains.
The program is a shuttle between the SDSU in San Diego and Imperial Valley campus. San Diego state officials say the program is a direct result of the university's strategic plan and is being introduced to help create and facilitate shared academic research and student engagement activities across both campuses. Anyone planning on using the shuttle must have an SDSU ID and fill out the SDSU shuttle reservation form and submit the form 24 hours before the reservation requested. The pilot program began yesterday morning. Service will operate at no cost to students, faculty, and staff 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
The National Weather Service says expect sunny and warm weather today, followed by increasing high clouds tomorrow and into Friday as another weather system approaches from the northwest. By Friday, a few showers will be possible across the Imperial and Yuma valleys, along with breezy conditions. The weekend should be quiet, with slightly below normal temperatures. Winds and clouds will increase Monday ahead of the next system, which will be quite expansive. Breezy and much cooler conditions arrive Tuesday, through little in the way of precipitation is expected. 91 the high yesterday, 69 the low. Increasing clouds today with a high near 91. Northwest wind around 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 71. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high near 88. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east in the afternoon. 70 degrees downtown, 64% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest, 325 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose. You can get answers to your questions about health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic,
and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. The Red Sox beat up on the Yankees last night. It was 6-2 when it was all over. And the Red Sox move on. The Yankees, well, they try and figure out what they're going to do. Yes, the Red Sox will move on and take on Tampa in the division series. Meanwhile, tonight, it's the Cardinals and the Dodgers. They will tee it up. Adam Wainwright on the hill for the Cardinals. Max Scherzer will take the hill for the Dodgers.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneers services, visit pmhd.org today.
NFL news, the New England Patriots are releasing four-time Pro Bowl cornerback Stephon Gilmore. Sources tell ESPN the sides could not agree to terms on a restructured contract. And the Dallas Cowboys have released linebacker Jalen Smith. The move comes as a surprise because Smith has not missed a game in his career. The Cowboys are on the hook for his full $7.2 million base salary. And Chiefs defensive end Frank Clark pleaded not guilty yesterday in Los Angeles to 2 counts of possession of an assault weapon. The pleas stem from an incident in March and another in June of this year, during which Clark was arrested both times on suspicion of having a concealed firearm in a vehicle. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Your favorite T-shirts and jeans may get more expensive. Cotton prices jumped to 10-year highs yesterday, joining a long list of booming commodities and raw materials. Cotton futures climbed 4% to nearly $1.09, the highest level since September 2011. The commodity is up 22% in the past 2 weeks alone. The cotton spike could eventually be passed along to consumers in the form of higher prices on jeans, T-shirts, and, of course, anything containing cotton. Meanwhile, workers at the Kellogg Company in Battle Creek and other locations are on strike for more than a year. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Kellogg workers around the country have been working long, hard hours, day in and day out, to produce Kellogg's ready-to-eat cereals for American families, according to Anthony Shelton, president of the union, and says Kellogg's needs to be responsible and pay. The Dow Jones Industrials right now showing red, down 266 points at 34,053. The S&P 500 off 23 points at 4223. The NASDAQ down 30 points at 14,403. Gold up $1.80 an ounce. Oil down $1.75 a barrel. Yeah, look for the prices to drop at the pump in a heartbeat.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We will have increasing clouds today. Look for a high of about 91, northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 71, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high near 88, west-northwest wind 5 miles an hour. Turning out of the east tomorrow afternoon, 71 degrees, 64%. Today, financial news, weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
KXO, El Centro, California. CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation.
This on the hour, sponsored by Eggland's Best. I'm Steve Kathan. The government's temporarily easing rules in a complicated student loan program. Deal was make 10 years of payments, go into military or public service, and the rest would be forgiven. But since its launch in 2007, just 5,500 borrowers have qualified for help. Air Force Major Carson Sprott told 60 Minutes he ran into trouble right from the start.
Nobody ever explained that some of your loans are coded one way, some of them are coded the other, and some of those don't qualify.
Advocate Seth Rothman says more than 9 out of 10 military people who've applied for debt relief have been turned down.
This isn't just individual people who made mistakes. Right? This is an entire system.
The Education Department says the changes could move 500,000 borrowers closer to loan forgiveness. Well, President Biden meets business leaders about the importance of lifting the debt ceiling today. CBS's Allison Keyes on the situation in the Senate.
Dropping the filibuster rule, which requires 60 of the chamber's 100 members to agree to pass most legislation, would allow Democrats to raise the nation's borrowing cap. But centrist Democratic senators, including Joe Manchin, have said they aren't willing to do that.
Facebook is pushing back on whistleblower claims that the social network puts profit ahead of public safety. Facebook's Antigone Davis on CBS Mornings.
We put people first. We want people to have a positive experience on our platform. If we build a platform that is filled with hate, that is not going to actually keep people interested, and it's not something people are going to want to come to.
A new CDC report says the homicide rate in this country jumped by 30% from 2019 to 2020. Reporter Sabrina Cupid is in Atlanta.
The previous largest increase was a 20% rise recorded from 2000 to 2001, and that was because of the September 11th terror attacks. And when you look at the numbers state by state, only 3 states appeared to have a decrease in homicides last year. They were Maine, New York, and Alaska.
Oh, Israel seems to be one country getting the upper hand on COVID-19.
Israeli health officials say the number of people seriously ill with COVID-19 has declined sharply, dropping below 500 for the first time in 2 months. Dr. Yaakov Chaim of Mayor Hospital says the declining number of cases has prompted the country to begin closing coronavirus wards. It comes as nearly 40% of the population has also received a COVID booster shot. Linda Gradstein for CBS News, Jerusalem.
Well, checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 219 points. NASDAQ is down 30 points, and the S&P 500 is down 19.5.
This is CBS News.
Today, better nutrition and great taste are more important than ever. That's why Eggland's Best gives you and your family more. And that's healthy news for everyone. Only Eggland's Best.
The moment you fire up a Gator UTV, the engine has your full attention. The completed job is on the horizon. And the trail meets its match. Just like that, you made short work of a long to-do list. Run with us on a John Deere Gator UTV. With effortless four-wheel drive at the flip of a switch and our smoothest shifting transmission yet. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere Gator for more.
Fall in love with easy savings at JCPenney's Friends and Family Sale. Make yourself cozy with up to 50% off savings across the store. Plus, take an extra 30% off with coupon now through Sunday. Bundle up with new men's and women's outerwear styles. Or warm up the family in Exertion activewear. Plus, give your home a refresh for less. New fall styles, great fall savings. JCPenney. Offers and coupons valid through 10/10. Some exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Oh, yeah.
The Supreme Court will hear arguments in the case of a current Guantanamo Bay detainee.
Abu Zubaydah says he was tortured for 4 years at CIA black sites before being locked up at Guantanamo Bay, but he's never been charged with the crime.
The torture program at issue here was not a rogue program. It was authorized at the highest levels.
Andrea Prasso is with Human Rights Watch. She says Zubaydah wants information about his detention disclosed.
The government has argued throughout every administration since 9/11. The state secrets privilege authorized to keep information related to torture secret.
It will be up to the justices to decide. Stacey Lynn, CBS News, Washington.
Amazon has opened its first general store outside the U.S. in a mall in Great Britain. It will sell the online retailer's top products, including books, toys, games, and electronics. Amazon calls the store 4-star. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The coronavirus pandemic has affected many businesses in the Imperial Valley. The Small Business Development Center and Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation are here to help. They can assist with disaster loans and other financing, guidance on establishing a safe workplace, workforce concerns, and additional referrals. For virtual counseling services, call the Small Business Development Center, 760-312-9800. Se habla español. For more information on business resources, visit ivedc.com. CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
I turn it on in the morning and I leave it on all day.
AM 1230.
My music station.
KXO.
1230 KXO.